Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the Halloween Ends rumor that is quickly spreading around online. Could it be that we actually have a description of the very first image of Michael from different sections of the movie? Is it fact, or does it take more action to figure out what is really going on? Let's go. So for us to get into this, let's take a look at the Twitter account Viewer Anon. And he has tweeted this today. It says, I have been given a photo of Michael Myers as he appears for sections of Halloween Ends that I'm sure is real. I'm not going to post it because the studio could freak out at me. The full Campia, if you will. But that doesn't mean I can't describe it. He continues, Michael's look in Halloween Ends is very reminiscent of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. He's wearing coveralls, but they're dirty green, as well as a sleeveless green jacket. He's wearing a hood, and prepare yourself, he's maskless, with only the bottom half of his face visible. And then finally, in his right hand, he holds a giant blank butcher knife, and he has an axe slung over his shoulder. He's clearly been living in the wild, and I'm sure it wasn't fun for the local wildlife and or hikers. So if this is true, it sounds like we are in for a real doozy here, folks. You know, the working title of the movie is Cave Dweller, and this description certainly is fitting for one who is living in the wild, especially during a 4-year time gap between Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. However, before we spend a ton of time discussing this possibility, I also want to point out that this description is a perfect match for the concept figure created by One's Custom Figures. So here is the image of the custom figure. When we see here Michael Myers, obviously in the green, as he's talking about, with the axe around his back and the butcher knife in his right hand. So that completely fits what was described, and we see there where Michael's face in this image looks like his lower half of his face. You can see his chin, mouth area, which definitely has a very reminiscent feel there of Zombies 2 mask. However, in this image of him as well, it's a little bit better. You can see that we've got, again, James G. Courtney there unmasked. He got the axe out here in his right hand in this section where they did the figure. And then finally, we have this last image of the figure, which is here with the hoodie down. And you see him there with his full face, and he's got the knife in his hand again and the axe back around his shoulder. And so this looks to be pretty much exactly how Viewer Anon described the picture that was given or leaked to him of Michael from different sections of the movie. So this leaves us with this final question. Does this custom action figure here fit in the description? Does that discredit the claim that picture that Viewer Anon received is real? Does it automatically mean that that's false? And I'm going to say no, it's not. Yeah, this action figure exists, and this concept figure rather, and yeah, it does fit the description we saw, but that's not to say that the studio decided that they're going to have sections. David Gordon Green, could have decided when he was writing this story that he's going to have sections of the movie where, it's been rough for Michael. Let's even think about it. All this time, 4-year time gap. So, yeah, a lot could go on in 4 years. And so he might have actually used this for inspiration for what we see in sections of the film. So I'm not going to just jump to the conclusion that means the image that Viewer Anon has is fake or false or incorrect. Yeah, I'm not saying that. It could be, though. Again, remember, these are rumors. These are not facts. They are rumors until proven to be facts. So keep that in mind when you're considering these things, when you're looking at these images and what he described. But if it is true, this was used as inspiration for how Michael looks in these scenes, then that's exactly what it is. That could be that Michael does look like this. But it also could mean that it's not a real photo that he was given. Maybe the source that gave it to him thought that it was real, but it's really not. But we won't know that until we get a trailer where we see Michael in this, or until October, when we watch the whole movie and then see for ourselves if whether or not there are sections in the film that happened to Michael. He looks that way during that. Maybe he looks that way during the time gap. That's possible. He changes his look later on in the movie with the fresher mask and all that. So that's all possible. But as it is with any rumor, guys, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Okay? That's all we can do at this point. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I wanted to let you see what's out there because this rumor just came out today. So it's just getting legs right now. And I wanted to address it real quick, show you the images, and read the descriptions that Viewer Anon gave. And I believe that, I think that what we're seeing here, well, without a doubt, is a figure. There's no doubt, because that's matches everything he said. So we know that, at the very least, this figure played into the role of taking it from a concept figure into real life on a script. And I think that that's definitely possible and what we may end up seeing to be true. Now, I'm going to leave you with one other idea before we wrap up, and that's this, that perhaps the custom figure that was created here by by one's custom figures, perhaps it's this way because they have seen what Michael is going to look like in the movie. And then, so it's reversed what I was just talking about, how instead of the movie being influenced by this creation, it could be that this figure reflects what's going to be in the movie, because that's where their inspiration came from in making the figure this way. So maybe what we have here is an early sneak peek of what's to come, because this individual was able to understand what was going to be in the film and decided to make their contribution, their homage to Michael Myers and Halloween Ends. So it could work both ways, guys. So it goes back to what I said earlier. It's a rumor until we know it's not. But it is a rumor. But it's interesting to talk about and to think about, because you can make a case that it's real based on the movie, or that the movie's real based on the figure, or somewhere in the middle. That's a real lucky coincidence. But whichever those things are, I'm very excited to see what it is in Halloween Ends, how it plays out. And I want to ask all of you now, what are your thoughts regarding this action figure, this custom figure, and then the description that Viewer Anon has received of the photo they have from him on set? So I want to know what you think. What are your thoughts and ideas? Put those in the comments section below right now so we can begin to discuss it. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this update. But I'll be back soon with more Halloween Ends and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.